Have you ever felt an unexplainable pull towards something you can't quite name? A quiet whisper in your heart buried beneath commutes, responsibilities, notifications, pressure, and pretending that you're fine. Every year, over 200,000 people leave all that behind to walk across Spain on the Camino de Santiago. Not for a vacation or holiday, not to escape forever, but because they heard something calling them, and they decided to listen. Maybe you've heard it too. Do you hear the Camino calling you? In the quiet hours when the noise finally fades, there's a whisper. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand. It just gently tugs at your heart. A longing to walk, to go, to get away from everything and towards something you can't quite name. You've watched the videos of other people who have answered their call, and maybe you felt it too. A flicker of curiosity of what if, but then the voice of doubt answers. Not now, not yet, not me. And you close the tab. You go back to your inbox, your meetings, your commute and your routine. You tell yourself, someday. But someday doesn't always come. At the end of life, people rarely regret the risks that they took. It's the chances they didn't take that weigh the heaviest. One of the biggest regrets people name at the end of their lives? I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. And maybe that's why this Camino thing just won't leave you alone. Because you're not just craving a holiday, you're craving a pause, a different kind of space, a liminal space. One season may be ending, but you're not sure what comes next. The Camino is where you walk that out, 1 foot in the past, 1 foot searching for the future. You don't need to have all the answers before you go. You just need to have the courage to begin. Of course, it's not easy. That whisper in your heart, well, that's easy to ignore. You tell yourself, I'm imagining it. You might be thinking, I haven't trained enough. I don't have the gear. I can't afford it. I can't get away. Not now. But here's the truth. You don't need to have it all figured out. You can train as you go. Pilgrims have walked this route for centuries. Most of them didn't have perfect fitness or the best ultralight gear. They just had the courage to start. You don't need fancy equipment. You need good shoes, a backpack, and an open heart. If you forget something, you'll find it along the way. You can't walk 20 kilometers in a day? Try 8 or 10. And money. The Camino isn't luxury travel. It's simple. Albergues can cost as little as 10 to 15 euros for a bed. You can buy food in small supermarkets and local bakeries. You'll find a way, especially if you stop telling yourself you can't. We are rarely indispensable. By stepping back from a responsibility for a while, you may actually be giving someone else their opportunity. And when you do get there, something strange happens. You stop worrying about your job. You start to forget about all those unread emails, the stresses, the strains that weigh us down every day. Well, the things that previously felt so important may no longer seem as important anymore. Those things slowly start to fall away from the forefront of your mind. You wake up with the sun, you walk with strangers who become your friends, and for the first time in a long time, you feel like yourself again. The Camino becomes what you need it to be. For some, it's solitude, silence, and a place to let go. For others, it's connection, meals shared in ancient monasteries, a conversation in a cafe over a bocadillo and a café con leche, reflection circles with nuns or volunteers, a pilgrim blessing, making friendships and joining a Camino family. You can choose to share, or not. There's no pressure, only space. Step by step, the noise inside you quiets. You stop chasing the answers, and slowly they begin to find you. And then, one day, perhaps weeks or even months later, you walk into Santiago. The cathedral towers into the sky. You drop your bag, you look up, and you cry, or laugh, or you just stand there in the stillness, knowing you did it. You answered the call. You walked your way back into something true. You were brave enough to live your own story, not the one others expected, but the one you chose. So, do you hear the Camino calling you? That whisper in your heart? It may be quiet, but it's not going away. And maybe it's not just a feeling. Maybe it's something, someone inviting you to come closer, to step outside the noise, to live differently, even if it's just for a while. So, is the Camino calling you? And if it is, what are you going to do about it?